There you cozy there, huh? Looking for a shade already.
She's moving so fast.
Good afternoon. Today it's been a productive day, even though we weren't really doing much. We went to do a bit of shopping, but we got this. I had a big problem. I got to install all the mosquito nets in the house last year, and they were really, really good, except the one that we got for the actual doorway, and it was just horrible. And a friend of ours had one from Amazon. It was just a really simple one, and we got it and installed it today, and it's great. We got two of them. We got one in for the caravan as well, so the studio will be. It's not. I don't even have that much problem with the mosquitoes here, because I come from Finland. I'm used to be eaten alive by mosquitoes, and when people say there's a lot of mosquitoes here, there isn't. Go to Finland. But in a studio, the caravan particularly, is very annoying if I have a fly in there and it's buzzing around the microphone or something like that. So that's a little bit annoying. So that's sorted now. Also put a little bit of silicone on the step from the kitchen to the terrace. So that's now completely finished. So yeah. And the weather is turning. Finally, the weather is turning. It's warm. It's nice. I'm ready for the summer. I'm so ready for the summer. Okay. What are we doing today? Well, I started on fixing some of the beds. We've got some turf, but we need to get a lot more, but it's a good start. And to my delight, I noticed that the raspberry bush here, because I left some of the last raspberries out there, they have landed the seeds all around here, and I've got another little bush coming up here, another one there, another one there, another one there, another one there. So this corner is going to be a kind of raspberry bush area, which I'm really excited about that. Garlic's doing fine. So today what I'm doing is this kind of mount here, which Shia loves climbing on. It's kind of it stops the water coming from the field to here, and it's great at that. It's really, really good. But I kind of feel like this side of it is kind of a little bit of waste. So what I'm going to do is going to build a kind of half raised bed. So basically I'm going to build a wall here that goes up, and I'm going to fill it to the level of the mound, and I'm going to just use that area of it to grow more fruit and stuff. You okay with that plan, Shia? You okay with that plan? Oh, it's a bit hostage. So we have these wooden planks that we use to level the wall between us and the neighbours. So there's a little bit of cement on them. I'm gonna clean most of it, and I'm now just treating them with linseed oil, and they're gonna be the wall. So instead of getting rid of them, I'm gonna put them to good use. How did I tell you it also? The weather is gorgeous. Look at that blue sky. Absolutely stunning. So, first batch they're done. Second batch, maybe one more batch after that, and then we can start building the great wall. Well, great garden bed. Look at that. Okay, here we are. This is the first layer of wood going down. It's going to be 2 more layers, and that will be our back wall. And then I'm going to fill behind it, put a cardboard, and then I'm going to put a soil. So the bed itself will be like, I'd say about here long. So it's not massively big, but it's going to be well drained bed compared to the other ones. So there's plants that require more of that drained environment. But yeah, this was kind of a waste of space, and I thought, why not make something out of it that we can actually grow here stuff as well. So get in there. Right, the great wall is done. So tomorrow, the plan is, plans are subject to change all the time. I'm going to put a cardboard inside of this hill, and then there's a big pile of dirt here that I want to move in the bottom of it, and then we're going to put some compost on top of it and all sorts of stuff. So it'll be a nice bed. Now we're going to go and get some hay. All in the life of living in the countryside. Okay, there's a day 2, glorious weather. Look at that, not a cloud in the sky. So I'm installing a cat door for Shaya, just after cutting a hole in the PVC door. If anybody's ever wondered what a PVC door is, that's what it looks like. Polystyrene for insulation, and PVC on both sides. Right, let's hope this is right. Okay, one cat door installed. Just have to teach her to use it somehow. Sure, that won't be a problem, huh? You'll figure it out in no time, huh? Will you? Okay, progress continues. Cardboard here, and I'll start putting some rocks here. I have a big pile of rocks here on the other side of the compost. I was like, why not put them on the other edge and the kind of edge of the bed on that side. The other thing I was thinking was a pile of rocks like this. Could very much be a place for snakes to spend some winter, so I just gotta take my time with it and make sure that I don't wake up any snakes. To be honest with you, they probably are up already because it's so warm. Anyway, onwards and upwards. This is something, hope I can capture this on the film. It's a bit far, but it's one of my highlights of the year here. And the cows in the springtime are let out in the field, and they're so excited to be here. And then they're with us for the rest of the year. I hope you guys can see it. This really is a highlight of my... Yeah, they're just so happy. They're running around the field in excitement. Yeah, here they come. Moo! Here they come. Here they come. See if they come all the way down here. Yeah, they turned around. Galloping away, they're so excited. It's so nice to see. So I've got a stones are set up there, that side, kind of divides the barrier of the bed and the wildflowers, because the thing is that on the other side of those stones it is going to be pretty much wildflowers, and there's going to be a lot of them here, known from last year. There's one plant that I kind of rescued inside of this. There's a little rose plant here. I cut it through the holes, and it'll be happy here. It was making roses only last year. So I need to move all that dirt from there to here, and then all the way down there. So that's going to be a big job, and then we're going to have to get some more soil as well. But yeah, it's going to be a big job. But I got the weather for it. Quick situation update. I hit a wall. This side of me starting to feel quite burnt, so I have to go in the shade. But I'll show you quickly what I've done. So I put soil and dirt down here, and then I put a little bit of compost from our compost, which is like it's not completely composted, but it's stuff. Then next thing I need to do is put a layer of hay here. But if I put it now, it means that then I have to continue putting soil on top of it, and otherwise the wind could come to the night and all the hay be around the field there. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that today because I literally hit a wall here. I've kind of been working since early this morning, and yeah, this is enough for one day. But I'm very happy with the progress. This is going to be a lovely bed by the time it's finished. It's going to be a little bit drier than the rest of them because it's a little bit higher than the rest of them. So a little bit of a different environment. And we have a rose growing here already, which I just let it come through the... I think it's going to be very happy there. Got a decent enough hole there for the cardboard. So yeah, cardboard, organic matter, soil, a little bit of unfinished compost, tomorrow hay, then more dirt, and just yeah, then we're ready for the soil. Yeah, I'll definitely get this done tomorrow, but I'm very happy with how it looks like that. Great progress. And we have a cat flap. Where are you going? Okay, here is my very first potato tower. We shall see how it does. We have a bit of a problem here with the molds on the ground, so I decided to go up. I will see how it produces this year. It's an experiment. Good afternoon. It is midday actually. It is Thursday. The work on the very long garden bed continues. And I'm at the same time going to leveling that pile of dirt there, so I'm taking as much of that here, and hopefully we can get that more even, and eventually we're going to put a clothing line there. So kind of doing two things at the same time, and I really want to get this that pile of dirt in here and leveled, and you know, make this side of the garden just look nicer. But I'm really looking forward to this bed, and I'm quite confident it's going to be a good place to grow, and it really amplifies a lot of stuff I can grow in the garden. So great. I think that's about it for now. Back to shoveling dirt. Okay. It's done as far as it's gonna get today. So the soil, the dirt has been spread. 9.5 meters of it. This is the biggest raised bed I've ever done in my life. That's going to be a lot of growing ground. Now we're going to get some more terre, these bags. So it's just a normal compost or turf or whatever it is. Soil, that's what it is. I get always confused. That's dirt, that's soil. Anyway, so we're going to get some bags of those, and then we're going to put a layer of that on top of this, and then this is good to go. The only thing we have to wait for then is this glorious weather to be a more permanent fixture, not just a temporary thing, because there is still a risk of that for the next month. There could be a frost somewhere on the, so I can't really start planting as of such yet, but I'm ahead of schedule. And then next we're going to move on to other beds that I have to get ready for the season. One they're already done. Strawberries are doing great. I'll actually show you guys. Strawberries are a lot of flowers. They're really spread out. Blueberries are starting to have flowers as well. Great. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a decent enough pickings of strawberries this year. But I moved enough dirt there. I'd say about 18 wheelbarrows worth. That I am now done. But great progress. Right, it is Saturday morning and we're about to head to Macon. It's kind of an exciting day today for me. It's about 2 months ago I got contacted by a drummer saying if I want to start a band, and I was kind of like, well, we tried to find people to do that with for a while now, so great. And then he found us a bass player, and we're having our very first rehearsal. Now, I've never done this before, where I never met the bass player before, and I only met the drummer once. So it's like test of can we get on for starters, and then can we play music together. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're going to the Le Cave Music. They have rehearsal rooms there, and you know, at the very least, I get to play with some other people, which I haven't done in a while, which is always a nice thing to do. Music should be a communal thing, no matter what. But on a better note, if everything goes well, this might be the beginning of something nice and bigger, you know. Anyway, car is packed. We're ready to go, I think. There's a man on a mountain, high on a mountain. He lives in a house made of logs and moss, and every log used to be a tree on the hill that he brought down by axe and his skills.